Hello everyone, my name is Raquel and I'm here to present my master thesis proposal, which is called A Time-Aware Approach to Detect Patterns and Predict Help-Seeking Behavior in Adaptive Educational Systems. I would like to start by saying that this research is still in very early stages, so any recommendation is very much welcome. I will start by presenting the motivation behind this research. I will outline the proposal and explain my research questions, and I will go over the methodology that I plan to follow. So we all know that asking for help is really important. Some students never ask for help even when they could really profit from it. So what I plan to discover is, can we learn from those students who do know how to ask for help? Help seeking has been studied before, and in order to explain my contributions, I have to talk about three main characteristics. I plan to study the temporal nature of student-platform interactions. I have found research that used cumulative data, but I plan to include the temporal context. But I did find some research that included the temporal context. However, those works focused on the performance or on student answers to the problems, and this is really tied to the subject being taught. Therefore, I plan to study the student's behavior. How does the student behave right before asking for help? Which leads us to my research questions. Number one, are there temporal patterns in students' help-seeking behavior? Number two, can temporal student-platform interaction data be used to detect students who need help but do not ask for it? And how do I plan to do that? You might have felt like my research questions sounded the same, but here are the main differences. Some prediction models can be difficult to interpret. They can act like a black box. Therefore, I plan to use clustering as a preliminary step to find useful information. Some prediction methods can be much more powerful than clustering, and the most important thing, I plan to provide individualization. I will be dealing with categorical time series, that is, sequences of actions. In order to provide the predictions, I am proposing an ensemble system comprising a common model that will be trained using all of the students' data and a personal model that will provide the individualization. Finally, an ensemble model will combine the predictions of the other two. The most important part of this project is that I will only use data from students who do ask for help. This might sound like a one-class problem, but it is not. I will include both sequences that display help-seeking behavior and those that don't. However, I will not include data from students who never asked for help, because we cannot know if they really needed it or not. As I said, this research is still in early stages, so I'm still learning about the algorithms that I can use. I have considered Markov chains and Levenshtein distance in order to calculate the distance between the sequences, and regarding the prediction, I have considered deep learning, hidden Markov models, recent temporal patterns, and supervector machine kernels. Finally, in order to evaluate our system, what we'll do is we'll take all of the students' data except for one student, and this will be used to train the common model. From that one student, we will take all of their sequences except for one, and we will train the personal model. That one sequence that we left out will be used as an input for those prediction models. Their predictions will be used as an input for the ensemble model. So that will be it. Thank you very much for your time, and as I mentioned, any contribution, any recommendation is very much welcome.